So guys, I'm going to try and redo this video based on popular demand. Um, Several people said they wanted to see this. Several of my tripod folks, Smitty, Dave, Josh Johnson 55, all you guys wanted to see this, so I'm going to try and do this again, and hopefully it'll upload this time, because the last one wouldn't. It's my comics. I'm not going to show all of them, because if I showed all of them, that would have to be a completely separate PC Showcase week. It would be probably at least 7 videos if I showed everything. And I'm just going to give a highlight of everything. Let's get started. First off, I'm going to show a couple variants. Now, what variants are, you got your normal, typical comics that come out every week. And then you have variant issues, which is kind of like with cards. Like with cards, you have different numbering, different numbers, different versions, and whatnot. It's pretty much what comics is. It's just a different cover. And the way it works is that, let's just say Batman #1. The Batman #1 issue. From what I understand, the way it works is that a comic shop has to order a certain number of issues to get a variant. Like, say, they have to order 25 Batman #1s to get one variant. And some variants are more rare. Some comic shop have to order 50 issues, or sometimes they have to order 100 issues. I think the rarest I've seen is 200 issues for one book. One variant book. So, they can be pretty rare. So I'm just going to show a couple of my favorites. This comes from a story which was one of my favorites earlier this year, from Original Sin. This is issue number 5. And this is Wolverine holding the Watcher's eye. It's 5 in the morning. And I'm really tired. But I have to stay up because I have to get on track to work a 6 in the morning shift on Wednesday. Because I'd probably be going to sleep in about 2 hours. And I would be screwed because that would be 7 in the morning and I'll be at work on Wednesday. So I have to force myself to stay awake in order to be on work on Wednesday. My life. This is another one, Justice League 35. Shazam holding the Triton. I got this one from my buddy Ken. This is Astonishing X-Men number 34. And this has Deadpool on it. Getting swarmed. One of my favorite ones that I have, this is Dark Wolverine number 80. Love the Dark series. Another very good series that was by DC. This is Brightest Day, The Fury of Firestorm. Superman Unchained number 5. This story had so much potential, but I think it was kind of ruined because Jim Lee takes forever to draw. But this is the variant edition with Doomsday. Next up, one of my favorite story arcs of the year from DC, and probably the best issue of the series. This is Forever Evil number 6 with Black Manta. This is Black Manta from he's one of Aquaman's villains. He's one of my favorites, and Captain Cold. I believe his name is Captain Cold. I gotta reread that. Another one from Forever Evil number 3, with Black Manta, Bizarro, Lex Luthor, Catwoman, and Captain Cold again. Now on to 2 Walking Dead books. I know Smitty loves Walking Dead. Birdcat 8, and a bunch of other guys. We love Negan. The character Negan. And if you're going to buy any comic books with Negan in it, I think this is one you have to have just for the cover of it. It's very dark and brutal. And this is Walking Dead number 111. Negan is quite possibly the most disturbing character I've ever read about in a book. And if you're a Negan fan, you have to have one of these issues. I believe there's 8 different covers, 8 or 10 different covers. This is just one of them. I have 4 of them, 4 different ones, but this is one of my favorites. This is Walking Dead number 100, the first appearance of Negan. And this is the cover with Michonne. It's kind of a gag book. I bought this from my friend's dad who was trying to get rid of his. He gave this to me for about $1, so I took it. This is the number 1 issue of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm a big fan of number 1s and key issues in older books like this one. This is The Flash, number 168, featuring Green Lantern. Alright, some of my Batman books. This is Batman number 317 with the Riddler. Batman number 314 with Two-Face. This is one of probably my favorite Batman issue. This is Batman number 267. Just awesome, all their awesome color scheme. Love it. And this is a very, very old book. This is World's Finest, number 177. You got Batman and Superman with the Joker and Lex Luthor. See that 12-cent stamp up there? Comics are not 12 cents anymore. Would be nice if they were, but they are not. In my opinion, another iconic issue. This is the Death of Superman. Still in the wrapper. I want to get one without the wrapper, but I think having the wrapper is a lot cooler, if you ask me. This is, if you guys have seen X-Men First Class, if you guys remember Azazel, he was the red devil demon thing. The, he was with, that was the name. The guy who played Kevin Bacon. He was with that guy, but he was the red demon devil thing. This is Uncanny X-Men number 428, the first Azazel, with Nightcrawler on it. Love me some Nightcrawler. This is the first cameo of Cable. This is New Mutants, number 86. I would love to get the first appearance of Cable, but that's a bit of a pricey book. I believe this is a number 1. I'm not sure. This might just be like a one-shot. I think it's a one-shot. But this is, like cards, comics have shine, and this is Sabretooth. A lot going on that cover. This is the first Wolverine monthly series. There's the first appearance of Wolverine was Incredible Hulk number 181. 180 was his cameo, 181 was his first full appearance. And then he had a 4-part miniseries, and then this was his first monthly series. This is Wolverine number 1. A book that has been jumping up in price lately, which is completely fine by me. I got that for a heck of a deal. Shout out to Ben. This is his guy when he was a kid. This is Uncanny X-Men number 282, the first appearance of Bishop. These books now. If you guys watch all the Marvel movies, They announced Phase 3 a few months ago, and when it came out, I decided that I'm going to try and complete these two story arcs before the movie comes out. I believe the first story run is a 6-issue series, and the second one is an 8-issue series. I got 2 of the first 6 and 1 of the 8. But this is the Infinity Gauntlet #1. I personally cannot wait until the Infinity War happens with Thanos, and it's gonna be just awesome. I cannot wait. I love Thanos. And this is the Infinity Gauntlet #2. And then I have Infinity War #1. That's the second story arc that I'm doing. Continuing, another guy that I really, really like, and another villain that I really like. This is Daredevil #89, featuring Electro. Love old school comic art. I wish it was still what it was, but it's not. But that's why I buy the old stuff, because the old stuff I think is just cooler. I still buy the new stuff, but I'm really starting to fall out of it. It's not as good as it used to be. And this is Daredevil #53, featuring the old yellow suit of Daredevil. This is going to be difficult. And then this book is very significant. If you guys saw Captain America Winter Soldier, we got introduced to Brock Rumlow. And at the very end of the movie, we were hinted at Crossbones, which is a villain of Captain America. And I literally made it like my duty to find Crossbones' first appearance. And I looked for it. I went to all the cons and all the shows and whatnot. And nobody had it for literally under $40. Everyone had it at $40 or higher. And I refused to pay for that. And then Anthony, Sports Card Center, calls me up. He goes, "Hey, I'm at a garage sale, and this guy has like 25 long boxes of comics he's trying to sell because he's moving and he doesn't want to ship it all." So I asked him, Captain America 360. If he has it, buy it, I'll pay you back. And Anthony found it, and he asked the guy how much he wanted, and the guy said $1. So I found this book for $1, and Anthony just gave it to me at Nationals, and I have it now. And this is Captain America #360, the first appearance of Crossbones, who is definitely probably my favorite Captain America villain. Another very iconic issue. This is the variant cover, but this is Captain America #25, the death of Captain America, which I have a strong feeling is going to happen in the comic movies. I just have a gut feeling that it's going to happen. If you guys saw Captain America Winter Soldier again, you guys saw this character in the beginning of the movie. This is Batroc, who was played by George St. Pierre in the movie. And this is Captain America 105. This is the Incredible Hulk #100. Not 100. 300. Incredible Hulk 300. Where you got Daredevil. I forgot her name. Thor, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Vision, and then you got Black Suit Spider-Man up here. And then obviously the Incredible Hulk. This is when art, I think, kind of started to go down a little bit on it. Another Incredible Hulk. This is Incredible Hulk #250, featuring Silver Surfer. I tend to buy books of covers that I like, or of characters that I like. That's just kind of the way that I go. And this is the Incredible Hulk #193 with Doc Samson. And I know there's a ton of people out there who, you know, they buy comics just for the value of it and whatnot. I think it's stupid. I buy it because of the art, because I can't draw for shit, and I appreciate it. And, you know, I grew up on comics. Comics, cards, and movies. That's pretty much been my life since I've been about 5. I have no problem with it at all. Alrighty, this is one of my favorite issues that I own. This is not a very good condition issue, but anytime I can get a comic with these two guys on a cover, I'm going to take it. This is Incredible Hulk number 172, featuring the Juggernaut. Love the Juggernaut. I loved how they depicted him in X-Men 3: The Last Stand, which a lot of people poop on that movie. I don't know why. I kind of dug it. You know, I know it's not the best one, but I dug it. This is Incredible Hulk 161, featuring Beast from X-Men, Hank McCoy, and another one of my guys, Incredible Hulk 157, featuring Rhino. I love this old color scheme and whatnot. You'll see Rhino a little bit later. This is Incredible Hulk 108, featuring Nick Fury and the Mandarin. So you got the Mandarin over here, Nick Fury down here, and forgot his name. These books. The Thor 2, The Dark World or whatever, when that came out and I found out these two characters were in there, I wanted to find their first appearances, and I found all 4 of their first appearances for $12 total. And these books were going for a lot more than that. They were not too much more, but they were fetching a good penny when the movie came out. This is the first appearance of Curse in the Mighty Thor. If you guys remember Curse, Curse was the big badass bull-looking thing that Algrim turned into, that attacked Thor's homeland. I'm drawing such a blank. Good lord. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is Mighty Thor number 363, first appearance of Curse. And then I have Curse's first appearance overall. This is Secret Wars 2, number 4. I have both of his first appearances in Secret Wars and Mighty Thor. And then this is the first appearance of Algrim, number 347, who later becomes Curse. And then I have Thor 344, first appearance of Malekith the Dark Elf. So yeah, definitely wanted to snag those 4. Now onto my Spider-Man collection. I have a pretty extensive Spider-Man collection. I'm only showing you a fraction of it. Spider-Man's my guy. I know a lot of people crap on the movies. I only crap on the Tobey Maguire movies because those 3 suck. All 3 of them. A lot of people say the Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield suck. I beg to differ. I love those movies, and I'm pissed at the rebooting them again. This is a couple of my Venom books. This is Venom Funeral Pyre, number 1. With the Punisher. A ton of shine on it, as you can see. It's kind of like that mosaic, cracked ice kind of thing. Another shiny book, Venom Knights of Vengeance, number 1. Would love to get Venom's first appearance, but it's a bit out of my price range of what I want to spend. This is Venom Lethal Protector number 1. Another shiny book. And you see you got the spider webs in the back. See it good there. It's all throughout. And then this is Spider-Man number 13. This is the McFarlane run of Spider-Man. His first Spider-Man run. Not his first Spider-Man run, but it's just normal Spider-Man, and McFarlane was on it. And then I have the same thing, but number 1 of the issue. As you guys see, this is like the Black Suit Venom issue. And then I got the #1 issue, which was the normal costume. And then I got the black issue as well. So I got that whole thingamajig. This book I bought at half price. This book has seen a big jump lately, which is cool. This is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1, featuring Tarantula. As you see that price tag up there, $90. That's pretty much. I didn't pay that. I got this book for half off at my comic shop's half off sale. Leading into the Venom series, the Venom storyline. This is Amazing Spider-Man #297, which was the issue before Venom gets introduced in 299, but 298, 299, and 300 is the story of all that. This is Spider-Man #271, featuring Manslaughter. Not the best conditioned book, but I like the black suit, so. This book, very big book to me. I got this at Nationals, which I was so happy. This is Amazing Spider-Man #238, the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. In my opinion, one of the most iconic Spider-Man issues of a Hobgoblin just tearing Spider-Man in half. Love it. Another one of my favorite characters. This is Amazing Spider-Man 199, featuring Mysterio. Love me some Mysterio. This book is from 1979. And another one, this is issue number 198, also featuring Mysterio. Next, we have the first appearance of the Black Cat, issue number 194, who was introduced in The Amazing Spider-Man #2, if you guys caught it. Another one of my favorite covers that's not really a key issue, but it's number 187, featuring Captain America and Electro. Electro is another one of my favorite villains, like I said. And then Amazing Spider-Man #162, featuring Nightcrawler and the Punisher. And number 161, with Nightcrawler fighting on a Ferris wheel. Now, this is in my favorite villain in the Spider-Man universe. I have a thing for B-list villains. Growing up, I used to watch the Spider-Man animated series, like, religiously. And they had it on Netflix when I first got Netflix, and I just watched the shit out of it. And I was on my second time through it, and then they pulled it off Netflix, and I was so mad. I was so mad. But this is issue number 152 with my favorite villain of all time. I'm pretty sure I have every issue that he is in Amazing Spider-Man. This is Shocker. So you get Shocker up in there. Bang, bang. Amazing Spider-Man number 130, featuring Hammerhead. And the first appearance of the Spider-Mobile. Hammerhead was kind of this weird, stupid villains, if you ask me. Wasn't a big fan of him. Just had a hard head, and he would headbutt people. Pretty much what he did. This book, a very, very, very iconic issue. In my opinion, one of the most important comics in the history of comics. You know, you got obviously Action Comics #1 and you know, first appearance of Superman, first appearance of Batman, first Spider-Man, all of those. This book, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, signified the end of the Silver Age. Because it was such... What happens in this book is so iconic. And it was just a huge, huge, big deal. And just a really big book, in my opinion. And it's extremely important. And I heard the other day that Marvel is going to be rebooting itself. Pretty much all of its comics. Just starting fresh. And I kind of don't like that. So I have a feeling this book is going to be even more important now because of that. This is Amazing Spider-Man #121, also known as The Death of Gwen Stacy. It took many years for me to find this book, and then the movie came out and I searched for it even more. And I ended up snagging this at Nationals. Love that thing. This is, now, I always try and find books that are under issue 100, because at issue 100, that was when Stan Lee stopped writing Spider-Man. So anytime I can find a book that is 100 or lower, I snag it. This is one of my favorite, I don't know why, I just love this issue. This is Amazing Spider-Man #92, featuring Iceman. And she's got weed plants on her shirt. This book I definitely want to upgrade. It's not in very good condition, but this is Amazing Spider-Man #78. The first Prowler. See, I'm missing the A up here and whatnot. But, it's not a real big expensive book. I could definitely upgrade it down the line. I just kind of, like what I say with comics, secure the book first and then upgrade it if it's not in great condition. This book is from 1969. Anyway, you guys saw this guy earlier. This is Amazing Spider-Man #72, featuring the Shocker. Next up, this is Amazing Spider-Man #66, one of my favorite covers that I own of my Amazing Spider-Man series, or Amazing Spider-Man collection. This is Amazing Spider-Man #66, featuring Mysterio. This book is in near pristine condition. Just a little bit of fading, and a little bit of spinal wear. But this book is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It is one of my favorites. Nice vibrant colors. And next up, this is, you guys heard about him earlier, of Shocker and his significance to me. This is Amazing Spider-Man #46, the first appearance of that man, Shocker. It's a pretty old book, but I love it. Probably my second favorite comic that I own, with my favorite one coming up shortly. This one is definitely going to be an upgrade book that I will be upgrading in the future. This is Amazing Spider-Man #41, the first appearance of Rhino. And this book is just pretty beaten up, but like I said, secure the book, then upgrade. I say that to everybody who's asking me about it. Secure the book, then upgrade. You can always upgrade. If not, you still got it. And I have it. The cover's pretty damaged, but it's still intact. There's no pages missing. There's nothing missing out of it. It's intact. It's just a little worn. So yes, Amazing Spider-Man for 41. First Rhino. And finally, my favorite book in the entire collection. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you probably saw this earlier in the year, in 2014. It is hands down the most expensive comic book I've ever purchased in my life. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive book. It's in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of spine damage and whatnot to it, but it's an old book. You gotta expect it. But I've paid more for this thing than I paid for any card ever. When I saw it at my shop, I was like, it's gotta happen. And I did it. I bought it. This is Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. The first full appearance of the Sinister Six. So yes, this is my best Amazing Spider-Man book. Hands down my favorite, my most expensive one, everything you can think of. It's this book. This broke me for about a month. But how many people can say that they own this book? Which probably quite a few people can, but I can say I own it, and I love it because I love Spider-Man, and I just love this book. Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. First appearance of the Sinister Six. That's it for me. That's it for my comics. Thank you all for watching this half-hour odyssey of stuff that has nothing to do with cards, but if you did, thank you. I have one more video coming up, which is another thing that's going to be a little different, and I will see you all when I do that. Later.